Okay, we're going to talk about your Cubes in Space project. For this project, we're going to need a table protector. We're going to need a square piece of white paper. We're going to need a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, a Sharpie, and a square. All right, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put a vanishing point. Remember, that's where all lines go, where it looks like they poof and disappear. As close to the center probably as you can get. Then you're going to take your square and you can lay it however you want, and you're going to have at least 4 or 5 squares. So I can trace one here. Okay, there's one. Okay, I'm going to put one right here. That's 2. How many do we have to have? 4 or 5. Here's my third. I'm going to kind of tilt them or turn them. They do have to be on the page. You can't have any going off the page. All right, I'm going to have 5, I think. Here's my 4th. And here I'm going to have 5. Now, just to keep it simple so that we don't get really confused later on, because this is a really hard thing to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my Sharpie, and as carefully as I can, I'm going to Sharpie what I've done. That way later, in just a minute, when we make our lines that go to the vanishing point, we don't get confused about what we've already done. This is permanent. This is going to be the front of our cubes. And try to stay on your pencil line as best you can. Okay, now comes the really hard part. All of the lines from the boxes have to go towards this vanishing point, and we're going to do it really lightly. So let's say I start with, let's do this box. I'm going to try from this corner. If I line up my ruler from that corner to the vanishing point, does it go through the box? Yes. So I can't draw through the box, but I can draw right down here. And then let's see. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It was really hard. Okay, if it goes through, then don't draw it. So that one would go through from here to there. So I line up to there and to there. That would go through the box, so don't draw that. But from this corner to the vanishing point, it does not go through the box, so I draw that line. From this corner to the vanishing point, it does not go through the box, so I draw that line. Now to cut off your box, because it doesn't go on and on and on and on and on forever, you line up your ruler with the Sharpied edge of the box that's between the 2 lines that you drew. Then all you have to do is you scoot it until you want to cut it off. And then you draw a line in between the 2 lines. So it's parallel to this line. This line and this line are parallel. They'll never touch if they went on and on forever. Now I don't need these lines anymore. So my box is right here, just so you guys can see. It goes this way, towards the vanishing point, and then parallel to the side of the box. There's one. Eraser's no good. Okay, now I go on to the next one. So here's my vanishing point. I'm gonna see, does this corner go through the box? Yes. Does this corner to the vanishing point go through the box? No, so I can draw that. Does this corner to the vanishing point go through the box? No, so I can draw that. Does this corner to the vanishing point? Yes, that would go through. Oh, you know what? Let's see. From this corner, that does not go through the box, so I can draw that. All right. Again, to cut off the box, we do this. This line that's Sharpied in between this line and this line, here's the edge of the box. If I line up my ruler with that edge and I scoot it until I want, I can draw a line that is parallel. This line and this line are parallel to each other. Now if I line up in between this line and this line, I line up with the edge, the part that's Sharpied, and I just scoot it until I hit this line. There's my box. So I'm going to Sharpie it so we don't get confused. This went towards the vanishing point. This went towards the vanishing point. This went towards the vanishing point. Now this goes this way, so this goes this way. This goes this way, so this goes this way. Parallel. I can erase these other lines, or I can wait until the end to do it. I just want you guys to see real clearly what's happening. Oh, that's the bad eraser. Okay, let's go on to the next box. This one. Okay. From this corner to the vanishing point, does it go through the box? No, so I can draw the line. From this corner to the vanishing point, it goes through, so I can't do that. From this corner to the vanishing point, it does not go through the box, so I can draw that one. From this corner to the vanishing point, it does go through the box, so not that one. Now, in between these two lines, here's the Sharpied edge of the box. I line up my ruler with that, and then I just scoot it until I want to cut it off. So line it up, scoot it, and draw a line that's parallel. This line and this line, if they were to go on forever, they would never touch. Now this box is done. So I'm going to really carefully go over that. All right. So let's see if you guys can walk me through this next one. Okay. Here's my vanishing point. From this corner to the vanishing point, does it go through the box? No, so I draw that one. From this corner to there, to the vanishing point, does that go through the box? No, so I draw that one. From this corner to the vanishing point, does that go through the box? No, so I draw that one. From this corner to the vanishing point, does that go through the box? Yeah, so I don't draw that one. Okay, now remember, here we go. I line up my ruler with in between this line and this line. Here's the Sharpied part of the box. I line it up, I scoot it as straight over as I can, and that's how I cut it off. Now, I line up with this part in between this line and this line. There's the Sharpied part of the box, and I scoot it. Now, I could scoot it there, but that won't look right because the other edge of the corner of the box is right here. So I've got to line this up with the Sharpied, and I've got to scoot it till that line. And there is my box. So towards the vanishing point, towards the vanishing point, towards the vanishing point, and this is parallel to that, and this is parallel to that. One last box to go. All right, I can turn it however I want, as long as I can see where the vanishing point is, which is right there. So I'm gonna go from this corner to the vanishing point. That doesn't go through the box. I can go from this corner to the vanishing point. That does not go through the box. Okay, now if I line up from this one, that goes through the box. If I line up from this one, it goes through the box. Now I just have to cut my box off in between this line and this line. Here's my square, the Sharpied part. So I'm just gonna scoot straight so it's parallel, and that is my last box. So towards the vanishing point, parallel to the box. Whew, now I have all of them. And this is gonna be the first part of our box project. Now you do need to keep the vanishing point so that you know where it is. But now we have our boxes.